building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington football team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw here. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
He's across
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Murray again. This is Drake. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. This short throw caught by Goddard, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Murray off play action. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Stopped right at midfield. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case,
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Tackle made by Chase Young.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
A loss of 9 yards. Another 3 and out.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. These two teams all tied after 1.
7. Cameron Johnston in punt formation.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And just shedding him off there. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
The 27-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From a yard out. And Washington has taken the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Murray. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
From the gun, it's Drake. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Drake. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
To Andy
Isabella. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
11 yards there, first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Drake. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Throwing is Murray on third down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Flush to his right.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, 82 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Murray. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
DeAndre Hopkins, incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He starts by handing this off to Drake.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Arizona.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This short throw caught by Goddard. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And does Washington have it? They do. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Hassan Reddick. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
14.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground with Drake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Kenyon Drake.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And it brings up third down.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 32-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. They'll run with Drake. Now Drake loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. From the gun, Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Murray with a third and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A second nice move. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Now He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
18-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Number 1.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Rico Gafford, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cardinals 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Right back to Drake. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Running, it's Drake. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Drake. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray, one final try. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's finals, Washington.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they can pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Washington, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
This is second nature. All is automatic. Instinct, animal instinct, you fools hurt. Jesus will.